Welcome. Today we'll discuss on the topic periodic table. There are three learning objectives for this topic. The first one is we need to understand modern periodic law. And after that, we'll try to discuss on the definition of period and group that are found in periodic table. And then we'll also look at some of the important groups. They are group number 1, 2, 17, and 18. So modern periodic law. So before we jump into this periodic law, let me take you through the periodic table. This is periodic table. Here all the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic number. So elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic number. So atomic number 1, hydrogen, is placed first, and then we have atomic number 2, helium, then we have lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, and so on. So here the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic number. So when we arrange the elements in this order, we tend to observe elements expressing similar physical and chemical properties. For example, if we take the example of group 1, here we have hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, caesium, francium. So the similar property that we will observe in this group is it tends to lose electron. And this is what we call metallic property. So losing electron is a metallic property shown by lithium, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, caesium, francium, and so on. And if we consider group number 17, the members of the group number 17 are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. So we also tend to observe the similar properties shown by the members of group number 17. And the property is they tend to gain electron. So this we call it non-metallic character. What I'm trying to explain here is the elements that fall under the same group tend to show similar properties. That is explained by our modern periodic law. So the modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic number. The various elements with similar properties repeat after regular interval of time. That we have already observed here. These elements, the group number 1 elements, starting from hydrogen till francium, this element tend to show similar properties and at the regular interval of time. When you move from left to right and then again come back to lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, you tend to observe similar properties. And that is due to their atomic number. So all these properties, all the similar properties that are repeated at a regular interval of time is contributed by atomic number. And that is modern periodic law. Now let us discuss the definition of periods and group. So periods, they are in the horizontal rows in a periodic table. So the rows that runs from the left to right is what we call it periods in periodic table, and there are 7 periods. And groups, they are the vertical column that are found in the periodic table that runs from the top to bottom, and there are 18 groups. Now let us learn some of the important names of groups. As we have already learned that there are 18 groups. So from 18 groups, we'll try to learn the name of the 4 groups. The name of 4 groups. So let's start with group number 1. So group number 1 is called alkali metals. Alkali metals. And then we have group number 2, which is called alkaline earth metals. It's called alkaline earth metals. Then we have group number 17, which is called halogens. And then we have group number 18, which is called noble gases. It's called noble gases. Now when it comes to group number 18, we have 3 names for the group. The first one we have already learned, it is noble gases. The second one we also call it zero group. Let's call it as zero group. And the third one we also call it as inert gases. Now let us try to explore the meaning behind the name. So alkali metals, the group number 1 are called alkali metals because these metals, they form alkalis. Because they form alkalis when they react with waters. So that's why the group number 1 metals are called, elements are called alkali metals. And then we have alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals. And it's also because they form alkaline solution. These alkaline earth metals, they form alkaline solution when they react with water. Hence, the name alkaline earth metal is named. And then when it comes to the halogen group, group number 17, the name comes from the Greek, meaning salt forming. Meaning salt forming. If you consider the elements, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, let's take the example of fluorine. We have the common salt that is called sodium chloride. So you can see the chlorine belonging to group number 17 forming salt. So halogen in Greek, it means salt forming. Now when it comes to group number 18, they are called noble gases. It's due to their majestic nature, meaning they do not react. This group number 18, they do not react with any other elements because they are already stable. Hence the word inert, which means they do not react. And noble gases are given to group number 18. Well, now we have learned the name of some of the groups. Now let's look at the exception. The place of hydrogen. place of hydrogen. Though the hydrogen is placed in group number 1 with lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, caesium, francium, still then the hydrogen do not belong to group number 1 because hydrogen is non-metal. But why is it placed along the alkali metals? This would be the confusion, or this could be the question. Though hydrogen is a non-metal, it is still placed with metals. The reason is because hydrogen, it loses electron, just like metals. Just like metals, it loses electron. And also hydrogen, since it has only atomic number 1, it is placed with the group number 1. But in fact, hydrogen, the place for hydrogen is not in group 1. So activity 1.1. So this is homework for all of you to at least try to remember the name of group number 1, 2, 17 and 18. Now to recapitulate the lessons that we have learned from today's topic, that is periodic table. We now know what is modern periodic law, and now we also know how many periods and groups are there, and we also know the names of group 1, 2, 17 and 18. So with this, we're done with lesson 1.